Hey everyone! Look at this little monster. Isn't he cute? He's called a Labubu, and he's a super popular toy that lots of people love to collect. People love them because they look a little mischievous but are still so sweet. But lately, something weird has been happening. People who own these cute toys are getting scared. And some of them are even burning their Labubu dolls. So, what's really going on? The whole problem started with a rumor on the internet. A few videos and pictures were shared that claimed Labubu was connected to an old demon named Pazuzu. Pazuzu is a very old demon from ancient stories, and some people said that Labubu's pointy ears and grin looked just like him. They started sharing these videos saying the toys were cursed or bad luck. Now, where did this idea come from? Well, Pazuzu hasn't been this famous since he was the demon in the movie The Exorcist. He also showed up in a famous Simpsons episode where Homer accidentally buys a statue of him. People online took a picture of Labubu and put it next to pictures of Pazuzu from those movies, and because so many people saw it, a lot of them started to believe it. This is a perfect example of what we call a mass panic. It's when a lot of people get scared about something all at once, just because they see it online. It's not a new thing, either. Years ago, people thought other toys were cursed too, like some old dolls or even video games. So, what did people do? A lot of them freaked out. They took their expensive toys, the same ones they used to love, and started to get rid of them. You can find videos online of people burning their dolls to try and get rid of the supposed curse. It's pretty crazy to think about. A simple video online made people so scared that they destroyed something they spent their own money on. It shows how powerful the internet can be, for both good and bad. And while it might seem silly to us, for the people who were scared, it was a real problem. They were worried that this toy would bring bad luck or something even worse into their homes. But here's the most important part of the story. When we look at the facts, this whole rumor falls apart. First, let's talk about the creator. The artist who made Labubu, a guy named Kazing Lung, said he was inspired by Nordic fairy tales he read as a kid, not by ancient demons. He said Labubu is a kind-hearted elf-like creature, even if it looks a little mischievous. Next, let's talk about Pazuzu himself. Experts who study ancient history say that in old stories, Pazuzu wasn't always seen as evil. In fact, many people wore amulets or necklaces with his image on them because they thought he would protect them from other, worse demons. So, in his own time, Pazuzu was actually a good luck charm. Finally, when experts compare the two, they say there's really no resemblance. Pazuzu is shown with a scaly body, 4 wings, and a scorpion tail. As one expert put it, he has none of the fluffy appearance of a Labubu doll. This whole panic isn't just about a toy. It's a classic example of what historians call satanic panic. We saw it in the 80s when people got scared of rock music and a game called Dungeons and Dragons, saying they were evil. It happens when something new and popular looks a little strange to some people, and it taps into their fears. But what if the facts aren't the whole story? What if the real power isn't in the toy, but in the belief people have in it? Let's think about this from another point of view. For many people, belief isn't just a choice, it's a very real part of their world. In many cultures and religions, it is believed that objects can be inhabited by spirits, both good and bad. So, while an expert might say Pazuzu is a good luck charm, someone from a different faith might believe that any image of a demon, no matter the intent, is a bad thing. And what about all that fear and panic? Some people believe that strong negative energy, like fear or anger, can actually create a kind of spiritual charge. Think about it, hundreds of thousands of people around the world saw these toys and felt a wave of genuine fear. They believed with all their hearts that Labubu was a demonic vessel. Could that collective belief and panic have given the dolls a kind of spiritual power they never had before or activated existing one? Could they have turned these harmless little toys into something else, just by believing so strongly? Even if the artist didn't intend it, and even if experts say there's no connection, the moment people started fearing and burning them, they gave the Labubu dolls a dark story. They essentially performed a ritual, creating a new legend. Maybe the fear didn't just make people destroy their toys, maybe it invited something else in. So, where does that leave us? On one hand, the evidence is clear: the Labubu panic is a modern myth, based on a mix-up with an ancient story. But on the other hand, the belief in that myth was so strong, it caused real-world panic and even inspired people to perform what looked like exorcisms. Is the toy really demonic, or did the people make it so? That's something you have to decide for yourself. Because in the end, it's all about what you choose to believe. What do you believe? Like, share, and subscribe for more such videos.